WZR Radio starts now. You can call into the show at 724-444-7444 using call ID 30273#.
So I can again, and I've been to a man but sheltered.
Now, here's your hosts, Ryan Clark and Jose Rivera.
It is April 28th, 7 o'clock on the East Coast, and that only means one thing. It is time for another live edition of WZR Radio here on WZROnline.com. What's going on, guys? I am, as always, your host, Ryan Clark. For the next 2 hours, we're going to be here talking pro wrestling. We had the Backlash pay-per-view on Sunday night, Monday Night Raw from last night, and a lot of other stuff as well. A lot of news over the past week, especially in the last few days, and live phone calls as well in hour number 2. We've got a live chat room, WZROnline.com/chat. Lots of people in there already tonight. A lot of you guys that follow the show, you know that Jose Rivera, the co-host, he's got some softball commitments that he's got going on this summer. So that started tonight. So I think he may join us in hour number 2, but I'm not sure about that. But who cares anyways? Because what's up, Matt D?
How we doing this week, brother? It's good to be back where I started here on WZR.
It's been a long time, man. It's been a minute. Yeah, I know we were supposed to do a UFC show last week, and then I injured the foot, man. It's been tough, dude. It's been brutal. That foot thing. Did I show you the picture? Yeah, I came on here, dude. I came on here and told him about it, and
you should hear this kid. You should hear this kid whine and cry about his boo-boo. My God. He's never been injured before. You can tell. Wah! My foot hurts. Wah!
I'm telling you, it hurts. It was close, and it still hurts now, man. And we're like 2.5 or 3 weeks. Well, what are we? When did it happen? It happened 2 weeks ago on Wednesday. So 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow. And this thing, I'm still not able to walk on it, man. I hop around. I look stupid out there. I try to walk the dog out in the morning and the night, and it's
Jesus Christ.
It's pretty.
Hey, you remember I had a similar thing when I lived up there. I broke my hand on the door. Remember? It turned all pink and blue and green. I couldn't grip anything for like a month, maybe. I mean, it sucks because they can't fix it. There's nothing they can do for you. You know what I mean?
I know. And somebody was going to give me some crutches and things last week, but I don't want to do that, dude. I hate the doctors. I can't stand the doctor. And then you go to the doctors, and you have to pay like a $50 or $100 fee just to get checked out. Then they charge you like $50 for the X-rays. So you walk out of there, and you're like $200 up. You know what I mean? And then they tell you to go home and ice.
That's what I was going to say. That was the whole reason I want to go to the doctors. Is one reason. I'm too cheap. You know, I figure if you leave it alone long enough, it'll heal some way or another. You know, my hand to this day, I'm looking at it right now. You can't even see my pinky. I mean, it's disgusting, but it works.
It works. I
didn't pay nothing, and it works.
Until you get to about 60 or 70, and then
I'll deal with it then. That's 60 or 70-year-old Boone. This Boone ain't worried about that nonsense. Come on, I got better.
That's what I'm right there with you, dude. I'm not worried about it right now, but once we get older, 60, 70, 80, if I make it to 80, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll still be doing WZR, with hella screw-ups every week, by 80. It's no different.
I know.
What do we got tonight anyway? Where are we starting?
Dude, we got a lot of stuff. I want to get some plugs out of the way and tell you about the weekend. What did you do this weekend? Anything good?
Just a lot of work. You know that.
Did you see those fights this weekend? I know you saw the one. You saw the Jermaine Taylor. Or not Jermaine Taylor.
Jermaine Taylor. Yeah, Jermaine Taylor. Yeah, Jermaine Taylor and Carl Froch. I was going to say, I can't remember his name. He knocked him out.
Froch in the 12th round, dude. It made it all the way to the 12th round. And
great fight.
Dude, I had Taylor. Winning that, and well, maybe not, because the later rounds, the latter rounds of that fight were more frock. What's it?
It was frotch, but it was definitely a close fight. It was a point or two, one way or the other, because they kept going to the media press row and saying their scores, and the scores going into the later rounds had Jermaine Taylor winning by a couple points. Then he kept losing the rounds, and by the time he got knocked out, it was either an even fight, or Frotch was up by a point, or Taylor was up by a point, depending on how you scored some of the middle rounds. It was a dramatic ending, great fight, and we enjoyed it. It was a good fight.
Well, I just thought Jermaine was going to hold on. You know what I mean? I didn't think he was going to go down, because he only had, there was only like 14 seconds or something left in the round, and that's when he went down. I mean, it was close. I mean, hey, dude, he fought that out. That entire 12th round was, man, I mean, you wanted to see him stand there and take it, but you didn't, because you knew he was getting so messed up with those punches in round 12. But
I'm just happy. I mean, it's brutal to wish that a knockout instead of what I'm saying, but I'm glad. I was thinking the ref was going to stop it, and I was like, this fight's too close, too good, too dramatic for the last 10 seconds for a ref to jump in. Yeah. If he's going to knock him out, let him knock him out. If he's going to be able to stay on his feet, it's only 10 more seconds, let him take a couple more punches, even though that sounds brutal. He got knocked out. That's the right way. It ended the right way.
Yeah, so that was on HBO this past weekend, or Showtime, and then they had there was a fight on HBO as well.
Juan Manuel Lopez.
Yeah, it was a great fight, man. You should go out of your way to see that. Lopez got killed that entire fight, and they finally Freddie Roach jumped in and threw in the towel.
Lopez lost the fight?
Yeah, Lopez lost the fight. Freddie Roach threw in the towel on round 9. I
did not know that. He's the undefeated guy. He lost? No,
and he lost. Wow. Man. Yeah, that was. They actually had highlights of that on SportsCenter the next day, and not the Jermaine Taylor fight, which was kind of surprising. But that was, a brutal beatdown over on HBO, and then the fight that we saw was on Showtime, like we talked about. So that was, that was about it. Here, let me rant for a second, man. My weekend, we started it out on Friday, right? And I have the football.
Like most people. You started
that's usually
on Friday.
Friday. So, but no. So I went out and I stopped at at just a little convenient mart. They call it the Guru Mart. I wasn't going to say that, but whatever.
Like a mom and pop shop.
Yeah. So I went in there and I took some money out of an ATM. I don't carry a wallet. You know what I mean? I carry both my debit cards and my license and everything in this one little thing. You know what I mean? It's not a wallet, though. It's like a
purse.
No, it's the thing they give you.
Pocketbook.
When you get an ATM or debit card, they give you a thing.
A little sleeve.
Card in. Yeah, sleeve. I guess you can call it. It's like a little paper.
That sounds so unbelievably unorganized. It's amazing. You carry all your important cards. You carry your license and all that in your little ATM sleeve.
Well, unorganized, da-da-da-da-da. Basically, where we're going with this is I left it somewhere, man. And, I had to go, and of course it's the weekend, so you have to go and you have to cancel both cards. So you have to cancel the PayPal card and the bank card. You lost the license and this and that. So that's Friday. Then what happened? Saturday rolls around. We had the boxing, and then Sunday I wake up and we have Backlash, right? And anybody that lives in upstate New York, from Buffalo to Syracuse to Rochester to Albany, that Time Warner had major problems on Sunday, all day Sunday until about 4 o'clock. So there was no way that I was able to do the pre-Backlash work on Sunday due to Time Warner. Luckily, they got that back on before Backlash started, and then. Today, we went out.
Your server crashed a bunch during the pay-per-view itself, don't forget. You had all kinds of problems.
Yeah. Server crashed, and da-da-da-da-da. And then today, it's been busy the last 2 days, and then today, I got a ticket, man. I got a speeding ticket back in, 2004, 2005. I went out to Colorado, came back, got pulled over recently, not too long ago, and they told me that the license was suspended. So I had to go to court.
Can I throw a fun fact? Let me put your story on pause real quick. And all the diehard WZR fans will know this, because if they have a history of archives, or you have them on the website.
I know where you're going.
The last time I was on this show, and I'm talking a month, 2-3 months ago, you were telling a story about how you got pulled over with a suspended license and blah 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 blah. Man, you need to. You're like Ric Flair on the road or something. Why don't you calm down a little bit out there?
I know. I got what do they call it? What do they call it? A metal foot or a lead pedal? Leadfoot.
Leadfoot. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I went to court today, and I didn't get any points on my license. I had to go before the judge and all that stuff. But he dropped it, and then they claim to you. They say stuff like, "There's going to be no court fee. There won't be a court fee, and there's no points on your license." And then you go up before the judge, and he slaps me with a fine for $150 today for a 45 and a 30. So it was just, I don't know. It's been a rough few days. You know what? Tonight's word of the night.
Wow. That story went nowhere. That story, it started